when Atomy Canada tried to get approved for pu'er tea, they put it as a food category. And from the information that I know, once you apply this tea as a food, no special documentation, no special requirement they're asking for, right? As long as they know there's no harmful thing on this tea, it's okay because it's it's licensed as a food category. So when you go into our Atomy Canada website, you will see pu'er tea not on the health supplement section. You'll probably see pu'er tea under, I believe, like a food, like where you see the coffee, like mixed coffee Arabica. That's where you're gonna see it. Okay, so let's just go over the pu'er tea that we have. So it has a 30 sachet, which means it's gonna be, if you take once daily, regularly, it's gonna be a month supply. Right. I have one friend, she really wanted to lose weight. So she's taking two. She did take two per day. So I asked, because I only take one per day. I asked her, is there any side effect, or do you have to go to washroom? Not really. She took two a day. There was no other significant symptoms or anything. So I think it's okay to take two per day. So this is just the information. I'll just quickly go over. This is just the information about the pu'er tea itself. One thing is sent out here. It's one of the China's top 100 famous tea. Because, like when we go to Chinese restaurant, they usually give us jasmine tea, green tea. That's like the most popular tea that we know. But pu'er tea, it's one of the tea that the emperor, the king, has been drinking. And let me just go over the difference, what you're going to see. Okay, so this is the screen that I captured from Atomy Korean website. So do you see any difference here? When you're looking at our Atomy Canada website, you see it as just like a pu'er tea, right? But when I go to Atomy Korea website, they're added a one word. It's a slim body pu'er tea. Because when I go to Atomy Korea website, pu'er tea, it's under health supplement. It's selling on the same page where they're selling, iRetain, the probiotic. So it was sort of, it's not categorized as a food. It categorized as a health supplement. So they're able to use the word slim body pu'er tea. This is the screen information that I have captured. So this is talking about by taking pu'er tea, what benefit you can get, right? The first thing it says, you will notice that there's a loss in weight. Personally, I didn't really see the huge loss of the weight for taking pu'er tea, but what I have noticed it, when you wear kind of tight dress, it was kind of tight before, and then you see kind of like a bumpy some of the areas. But after taking pu'er tea for 3 to 4 months, when you wear that tight jeans or tight shirts, tight dress, you will notice that the part was kind of too fitted for you. It's kind of like, now it's like a smooth. You will see like a loose part on your clothes. So you'll definitely feel better wearing all those like tight clothes you weren't able to wear before. And the BMI will reduce. And the picture really explains it, right? So it says it will reduce the inner fat that we have in our body. So it will melt the inner fat in our body. And it says compare it before after of your waistline. The waistline will be reduced too. So that's what this picture is representing. And then this graph is talk about we have some nurses in our partner as a partner, so I think they can explain to us this one better. So this is based on not only female, male, the adult, they tested for 12 weeks. So they asked them to take a pu'er tea for 12 weeks, and this is what they have tested it, right? So first one is for the BMI, and then the second one is for the weight, and the third one is for the actual, how can I say, like actual like volume, like actual dimensions of the inner fat, how it has been reduced. So this is all that information. So I think that's so far that we know about the pure tea, because when we talk about the pure tea, even though it doesn't really indicate it is a slim body purity, we tell them, right, if you want to, lose that inner fat of your body, if you just want to kind of maintain, take the pure tea regularly. And I heard it from one lady. She had a very, very bad constipation for many years, but for her, strangely, the hemohim probiotic didn't really help. But once she tried pure tea, she said, after 3 days of taking pure tea, I don't know whether I can mention it, but she said she never had that fresh feeling in the morning. So to her, pure tea is like a god. She never missed taking pure tea. Okay, so that's the information we kind of know for the pure tea. Another information that I found, pure tea also helps to reduce the cholesterol level. Right? This evil looking icon talking about that there's a bad cholesterol and there's a good cholesterol, HDL. So it tried to decrease the number of bad cholesterol, and it promotes good cholesterol. So purity, it's not only helping you to lose weight or lose the fat, but it also helps to control your cholesterol level. Because like if you talking to prospect or any people, you'll notice that many people do have an issue with the cholesterol. Then this is some product that you can easily introduce, because this is not a medicine, which we don't need a medical license to introduce. So same as the hemohim, right? This is some product that we can easily introduce. And I believe I posted about the purity when it was launched on my group Facebook. Like I do have a Success Together group Facebook. I did mention about the purity, and I know Dan loved talking about the purity. And there are so many other good factors. It's not only two things that I just mentioned. There are so many other benefits comes just by taking purity. And so I won't be going all the list, but I'll be posted on the group chat all the things that you can also get benefit with the pure tea. So if you haven't taken, maybe you should try. And once you see any benefit, this is something you can really share to the people that concerned about their weight, who wants to lose weight. Because whenever I share share pure tea, I wouldn't say like 100% of the people will love it, but 99% of the people will really get interest. Oh, really? Pure tea? Okay, that's something I will order. And one factor makes them too easy decision: the price. The one box is $40. Right? Because when they think about all the other, like other supplements or anything to lose weight, it's kind of bit costly. But this one is a safe way, and then something good for them to maintain their health too. So for $40, people can decide their mind easily. And then once they like it, it becomes like really they're like a regular purchase from Atomy website. Okay, so I think that's about it with my pure tea. Okay, so one more slide is this one just to show that the key factor about the pure tea, what makes it, really working or not, depends on the garlic acid. Right? This one just to show you that 1% of our pure tea, it's equals to you're drinking regular pure tea of 34 cups of other pure tea. So can you imagine? Would you go for the 34 cups of regular pure tea, or just want to go for our 1 pack of pure tea? We go through the special fermentation process. I think it didn't show on our website. If you want, I can send you the screenshot that I captured from Atomy Korea site. So they also talk about took a picture of from the time that it was cultivated, how they go through the fermentation process, because depend on the fermentation process, not all pure tea is good. The pure tea, it wasn't a news, I believe, 2 years ago in Korea, that some of the pure tea do contain lead. So that's why it was on call. It was on call from the Korean, what was it? Korean food I forgot the whole time, KFDA. So they got on call from that organizations to really double check all their ingredients and in the whole process. But of course, Atomy Canada's purity also went in for check, and then it came out clean. Nothing, no toxic, nothing. So that's why all the people, even if they don't really know about Atomy to buy the purity, they even ask people to get it for them. So there was a time that Atomy purity was really sold out for like 3 to 4 months because their explanations, in order for to make the purity like our purity, it has to go through a certain period of fermentation. You cannot just cultivate it and just make it into a tea. It needs to go through the certain types of certain process of a fermentation. So even so many demands for the purity, Atomy will not skip those process. So they went through all the fermentation process. After I believe like 4 to 6 months later, we were able to actually like really enjoy the purity. So see, instead of drinking for 34 cups a day, you can just enjoy the purity with one pack a day.